lets it fall out of his hands.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cousins looking to put it up right away. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 2nd and inches, Cousins. Dalvin Cook now catches on back-to-back plays. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. To the air again, it's Cousins. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
First down, here's Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll throw again. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne from 19 yards away. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts sliding out of the pocket. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. off the play fake. Here's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Rolling to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Elliott good with a PAT. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins under pressure, and they got to him again. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Oh, what a juke into space. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. On 2nd and goal. Hurts dancing to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. He's got room past the 30. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run with Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. He'll dump this off to Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
23 yards on the play.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Flush to his right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Cousins steps away. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts.
Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Vikings are...
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Justin Tucker all set, and we are set to see the cream of the crop in the AFC as we are underway here with the Ravens and the Chiefs.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that makes the score 7-0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.